Hi, I'm Mike Neundorfer with Advanced RV, and I'm here in our electrical test area. And many of you probably know that when we started this company, we started with lithium batteries. And all of our batteries to date have been lithium iron phosphate chemistry. The most recent ones have been about 10 kilowatt hours of capacity. The new one, the latest one that we're doing is 15. But what I want to show you today is our biggest mistake to date. This is a bunch of money here and a bunch of time. And what we wanted to do was push the envelope. Where this is 20 kilowatt hours right here, and we could go bigger with this. This is a different chemistry. It's a little more aggressive chemistry. These are the results of some physical tests where we beat up. We actually put a projectile into the top of this. There may be some video that Mitchell will include on that. This was another physical test. This one was to determine if we had a failure of one cell, would it affect the surrounding cells? And it didn't. We also tested to determine if there was any level of voltage, charge rate, discharge rate, out of spec voltage, anything like that that could cause failure. And we couldn't make them fail. If we got to a certain extreme, they would internally disconnect themselves. So it's almost a natural fuse inside. So that all worked out well. And we're also working on the other ends of this to get our alternators and our charge controllers to be able to charge at rates that make sense. So when we looked at the maximum charge rate that we could affect with our alternator, we determined that this battery pack would probably have to be cooled. So when you're looking at this, the things that makes it so expensive, the batteries themselves, but on this side, there are heat exchangers internally designed and manufactured in our metal shop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heat exchangers that can be heated or cooled with liquids. These are the hoses that connect the heat exchangers. So there's a serpentine path that goes, these are plate-to-plate heat exchangers. And so this became more complicated than we had envisioned at first. Part of the complication was the need to cool it, but by cooling it, we can get performance in the desert at 110 degrees, 115 degrees outside temperature. So there are a lot of good things about this. We learned a ton, but we've actually gone on to a new design. So what you're seeing here is a very, very expensive white elephant. But in business, as in a lot, if you don't take risks, you never push forward, and it's hard to learn. So this was an incredible learning experience for us. We may still put this in a prototype situation, but we're probably not going to go ahead on a production basis with this design.